sex dungeon. There's a lot of like sex elements and dungeon elements all in one place.
I mean, well, let's focus more on this season because I just watched the second episode and oh my God, so much happens at this party. Lots happened. I mean, do you feel like Shannon was trying to hurt the Dubrows with all of this going on with Nicole?
I mean, I don't think that Shannon is like that malicious to be like in advance, I'm gonna hurt your family. I don't think that Shannon is that person, but I just think that she is a little bit of a troublemaker.
Yeah.
I think she's a little bit of a troublemaker. And I don't even think that sometimes she recognizes or realizes that her like dropping things here, dropping things there, like what that looks like at the end of it. And I think that this particular situation has made her more aware of what that looks like and what she actually does do and the damage that it could potentially cause for people. And I think that it was probably honestly a good thing for her to see and recognize.
Right. So you think she kind of regrets not going to Heather at first, or maybe not even bringing this up at all?
I think she does. I think she will never admit or give me any credit for like showing her that path. That's okay. As long as she gets there, right?
Right. How are things with you and Shannon now, if you can kind of tease it? I know when I spoke to Heather, she said that, her relationship with Shannon kind of goes off the rails this season a little bit. Would you describe your relationship with Shannon in the same context?
I would say that I've known Shannon now for about 4.5 years, and I don't know if our relationship ever, I would describe it as on the rails. It's kind of always been a little bit outside of the rails. But I think that is also an interesting relationship to follow and see what happens, and the fact that it's been over 4 years and we're still trying to see if we can get it on the rails, I think is cool and gives me hope that we will get there.
Yeah, definitely. How did the new Housewives kind of fit into the group, and were you excited to have them on board? Have you seen Noella's sex dungeon?
I have, actually. I've been in the sex dungeon. Yeah.
What's that like?
Sex dungeon. There's a lot of like sex elements and dungeon elements all in one place.
All in one place.
Actually way smaller than I thought it was going to be, but it's still impressive as far as sex dungeons go, I guess.
Totally. Did they fit well into the group, or was it a hard transition for them too?
We were very open, which I think was good. I think is the secret to success is because we're like, yay, new friends, well, at least Emily and I, and Shannon was very open to Noella, Yeah. So I think that they had the best shot they had. I think we battle sometimes new people coming on and having a perspective of what this is and then approaching it from that point of view. And as time goes on, they get more comfortable because they recognize we're really not. It really was a good reboot because the people who are left, at least Emily and I, we're just our new friends. Let's get to know each other. There's no motive, there's no agenda, there's no manipulation, there's no made up crap. It's just. And if it's entertaining, it's entertaining. And usually that real stuff is just more entertaining anyway, Totally. So I think once they started to get more comfortable, it was better. And Noella goes through, honestly, right from out the gate, and I sympathize with her, a lot of very personal stuff. So, it's she doesn't, I don't think she had the opportunity to just exist in the world as herself, because right from the start it's here's brand new friends and I'm going through this life crisis.
Yeah.
And that was really difficult, I think, for her to balance and navigate through. And you see a lot of that play out as the show goes on.
Definitely. And I know that